Greetings from Bulgaria. I'm VULKK and I want to welcome you guys to the beginning of the walkthrough of the Jedi Knight story through Knights of the Fallen Empire. This is VULKK, my sentinel, my main, and he is just about to begin the quest. To do that, you have to go to your personal starship and just click on the huge, big, brand new purple icon, signifying that this is a critical mission. Chapter 1 is called The Hunt. There is a spoiler warning. This quest chain takes place after the events of Shadow of Revan and Rise of the Emperor. Rise of the Emperor was the small story edition on Ziost after Shadow of Revan. The immortal Sith Emperor had disappeared after devastating the planet Ziost. Meanwhile, twin conquerors have carved a path of destruction across the Republic and the Sith Empire both. Determined to hunt these enemies down, Darth Marr has enlisted help from both factions, including a stalwart ally from the battle against Revan. And the task to begin the quest is click play to launch the chapter. First, obviously, we accept, and then after that I will probably want to deactivate all of the side missions here so they don't bug us. And then we have the brand new purple colored chapter 1, The Hunt. There is also that button which will transfer you straight to the beginning of the chapter or wherever the chapter has been saved, because now the critical story missions from the main storyline plot of the game is bound to specific save spots, and in certain places it saves your progress and you can move up, move away, do a flashpoint operation or something else, and then quickly click back this same button and return to the action with the main story progress. There is yet another warning. BioWare is decently and very neatly warning us about the things we are about to miss. You're about to progress beyond a critical story point and begin Knights of the Fallen Empire. Any class content or companion stories you have not completed will become unavailable to you. It also means your crew of available companions will dramatically change. After very cool, sleek, short animation, we already see the contents of the description for Chapter 1, The Hunt. The description is actually pretty much the same. We have a button here that I haven't been able to determine yet what exactly it does, because it doesn't allow me to select a companion. Probably in the future it will be more useful for the next chapters. Usually you're locked to no companion or a specific companion depending on the story in each one of the chapters. You're forced to use temporary companions, or in the future we will see that some of our old companions are about to return. Chapter 1, The Hunt. It is a time of chaos. A mysterious army led by twin conquerors has carved a path of destruction across the world of warring Galactic Republic and Sith Empire, then disappeared into uncharted space. Meanwhile, an older threat still looms. The former Sith Emperor, revitalized after annihilation of all the life on the planet Ziost, has similarly vanished without a trace. Determined to hunt down these dangerous foes at any cost, Imperial leader Darth Marr gathers allies from both factions to join his incursion into the far reaches of wild space. This is where the story begins. We're about to see trailer. The trailer will be cut off from the walkthrough. The music I was forced to remove because it's copyright from unknown company that I don't even wish to mention. Knights of the Fallen Empire. It is a time of chaos. A mysterious army led by twin conquerors has carved a path of destruction across the worlds of the warring Galactic Republic and Sith Empire, then disappeared into uncharted space. Meanwhile, another threat Sith looms. The former Sith Emperor, revitalized after annihilating all life on the planet Ziost, has similarly vanished without a trace. Determined to hunt down these dangerous foes at any cost, Imperial leader Darth Marr gathers allies from both factions to join his incursion into the far reaches of wild space.
Father, they've come. I already know.
This won't be a long stop, but we should restock whatever supplies we can.
Fuel, food, and fun coming right up. Just be sure to remember whose ship we're on. Truce doesn't mean we can't keep our eyes open. Master Jedi.
Captain?
Darth Marr awaits you on the bridge. I trust you remember the way.
Has Marr really found the Sith Emperor all the way out here?
I wouldn't presume to speak for Lord Marr, but I've never known him to exaggerate. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard to Darth Marr's flagship. The Jedi Knight, VULKK has become the Jedi Order's battlemaster after saving the Republic from many nefarious plots by evil Sith Emperor. On countless planets, this champion of the Force is all that stands between helpless innocents and enemy's conquest. But a terrible new threat has emerged at the galaxy's farthest edge, forcing an unlikely alliance between VULKK and old foes. It is finally awesome to see that BioWare is including characters' personal names into these so-called introductions. A new player tutorial is available. Would you like to enable it? You can disable it again at any time by hitting escape and left clicking on the disable tutorial button on the menu. What this means, I will quickly show you. I will not use the tutorial because, God forbid, I'm not a new player and I definitely don't want to go through all of this introduction again. Many of your abilities are removed. You will see that those abilities that remain, they're on the very same keybind spots where you prefer to have them. It's just that the rest of the abilities have been hidden because BioWare is creating this kind of tutorial in order to help new players be introduced easily into the game. You know that there is a fresh level 60 character available for purchase, and those of the new players who would prefer to skip all of the fantastic original stories of the game may want to do that, and this tutorial is specifically designed for them. I talked about these tutorial boards during the live stream show yesterday. Well, it was yesterday for me, 20th of October, the day 1. If you want to, pause the screen and read them. I will not comment at the moment. What BioWare meant is that if you click escape, you will get to this mini main menu, and you have a new button available here. It's only available during chapter 1, if I'm not mistaken. And you can disable the tutorial, which means BioWare is immediately going to restore all of your active abilities immediately. For this walkthrough, I will be playing combat discipline with these utilities selected. Why? Because these are the most useful utilities for quick and easy leveling purposes. Jedi Enforcer is increasing damage dealt by Rebuke by 15%, and it increases its duration by 4 seconds. If you don't know, Rebuke is a very nice short 1 minute cooldown defensive and offensive ability. Jedi Crusader is a passive that grants me, while Rebuke is active, an additional focus whenever I'm attacked. This effect cannot occur more than once every 2 seconds, so basically these two utilities go very nicely together. Trailblazer is boosting my frontal AoE by 25%. We're talking about Cyclone Slash. Very, extremely very useful ability. I don't even have words to describe how awesome this is for quick leveling with combat and carnage spec. Stoic is increasing your damage reduction by 2%, and you build 2 centering when you are attacked. This centering build effect cannot happen more than once every global cooldown. The global cooldown in the game is 1.5 seconds. For the second tier Masterful, I've selected defensive role. Not that I need it, just nothing else is really more helpful for speed leveling. Maybe Ardor would be useful, so you can run quicker and easier using Transcendence off the Zen stacks. And the second one is Force Fade, because again it gives me a little bit of a speed boost, and speed boost for quicker and easier leveling is always nice. I don't have my 7th point, because if you watched my preview video about the class changes, you know that the last utility point is now moved up to level 65. I really hate this slider, but I suppose BioWare was really unable to just extend that window and make it a little bit higher for whatever their reason is. Anyway, we continue with the main story now. There is not much description happening here. The only new thing is meet with Darth Marr on the bridge of his ship.
The Battle Master of the Jedi Order. This is an honor.
Just a couple of dust-ups. Nobody's been knifed.
Unfortunately, that door is closed. Pretty much the map is only one way possible, and everything else is locked, closed, or non-existent.
Not a chance.
This walkthrough will be light side Jedi Knight, because apparently I forgot to mention it in the beginning. I've noticed I haven't applied the Steam after the total chaos that happened with all of the items from your inactive companions being returned back to your inventory. It's really a total chaos. And I've just noticed that I don't have a Steam on me. But I don't think I will even need it. That in front of us is Darth Marr. Let's wave at him, say hello Marr. Or maybe let's not wave, because I've hidden the chat.
I received your message, and now that I'm here, I sense it too.
We grow closer every moment. Our former Emperor is out there.
What will we do when we find him? We still don't know how to destroy him.
If he has taken on a physical form, we will destroy it. That should at least weaken him significantly. As you well know, if he remains incorporeal, at least we will know where to strike, even if we don't know how. Why travel so far? Why consume every living thing on Zyos, then turn and flee into the depths of wild space?
For all his shows of power, he must have a weakness, or he wouldn't have stopped with Zyos.
That would be reassuring. Wouldn't it? If we do locate him, I believe I can press the Dark Council into line. But what of the Republic? The cooperation we've received has been beneficial, but limited, and apparently unofficial. Will your government help destroy this threat?
I can't speak for the Supreme Chancellor, but I'm certain the Jedi will not let this danger go unchecked.
My lord, sensor contact, 15 clicks, small, no life form readings, some kind of probe.
readings are identical to scans from the unknown force that attacked Korriban.
Raise shields. Pursue and destroy.
Why would someone send a probe out this far? Some kind of survey?
We can find out from the wreckage. Evasive maneuvers. Come about 180 degrees.
We've been boarded. All decks, report hostile forces.
I'll sweep for borders. You get us out of here.
Set deflectors to double aft. Divert weapon power to the engines.
This is how the attack begins. That's why I enjoy Cyclone Slash so much. It's a full frontal AoE.
Is under attack. Defend it.
Channeling abilities from this fellow is interruptible, not that he's going to hurt you anyway.
Destroy them.
Don't go that way. Blaster droids have the run of the place.
There's nowhere else to go. We must stand up.
For the Empire!
For the Republic!
There is nothing special in clearing a path, so I obviously have no comments.
Get this blast door shut! That shield won't hold forever!
We can't just leave them in there. We have to help.
We have to hold this ground. They have their job, we have ours.
This is the first real dark versus light choice we have in Chapter 1 of Fallen Empire. Obviously, I've mentioned this walkthrough will be completely light side because VULKK has always been doing light side, and I've already done the dark side with my Sith Warrior playthrough, so I'm going to help them.
Drop the shield and let me through. I can handle this.
Right away.
We'll cover the exit and make sure no stragglers sneak out past you.
More enemy boarders have been detected. Eliminate them.
You may have noticed that some companions get small notices down here in the bottom left corner. These things will appear down here in the interaction section later on. Obviously, right now these current companions I have available, they haven't interacted with me yet, but later on when we have more of regular companions and guest companions and alliance and other stuff like that, we will start seeing these notices start appearing. At level 60 your Jedi Sentinel will see pretty much no serious change, Except for maybe the new ability Blade Dance. It's not really new, just Master Strike has been removed and the icon has disappeared from your toolbar, in case you had it on your toolbar.
You did it! I've never seen anything like that!
Regroup at the bridge. We can't lose control of the ship.
Right away. Thank you.
We've done one good deed. And it's time to press on. So back on the topic of Blade Dance, it's exactly the same as Master Strike, but due to naming policy, BioWare decided to change the name of this ability. Because it wasn't supposed to be affected, and it wasn't affected by strike benefits, and it was called the Master Strike. So BioWare decided to remove the possible confusion amongst newer players and just rename the ability. There is no lag. What you're seeing as a result of Cyclone Slash has been present for a long time in the game now. Maybe you have noticed it here and there, maybe you haven't. The damage result appears just like a split second later after the animation runs. There is absolutely no lag on the servers. I haven't heard of a server crashing yet. And the best news is the solo story is mostly flawless in terms of FPS performance. There are slower moments and annoying moments, I will show them later on. For me, they mostly happened during chapter 3.
Some trouble here. They shot out the airlock, but the clamps are jammed up. We can't do anything.
I'll be there right away, Kira. Just hang in there.
I'm coming, Kira. Just stay alive. Why I recommend always combat? Because it's the most bursty spec, suitable for both quick AoE and quick solo single target. You might decide to go for the third discipline for both Sentinel and Marauder, but I firmly believe and recommend Combat and Carnage as the quickest and most efficient one. For leveling, that is. New objective, defeat the elite Sky Trooper in the docking area. That shouldn't take long, considering he is just a silver guy. Again, his special attack is interruptible and he died before I even complete one full rotation of main abilities. Repair the docking clamp.
We're free and clear, but it's not looking good out here.
Do what you can to cover us from out there. We need all the help we can get.
All right, we'll give it our best shot. May the Force be with you.
The enemy has breached the engineering deck. They're after the primary generator. I'm on my way now. Meet me there.
Let's go help Darth Marr. He may be a powerful Sith Lord, but he still needs help. Even though this is an Imperial Medical Service droid, we are in a temporary alliance, remember, so we can use it.
bridge is secure for now, but without main power we'll be destroyed in seconds.
Let's not waste any time then.
This is the most action I've ever seen from Darth Marr. An epic introduction of our new temporary ally. We can see him right now, right here, and he already has a notification for interaction because you have joined forces with Darth Marr to repel, the unknown forces invading his ship. These interactions will keep stacking up when you progress with your companion's stories and your companion's life. The next objective is to go to the main engineering. Marr is accompanying me, but since I don't need him to be a healer, I would prefer him to be a DPS. I've talked about these changes to the roles of the companions in a different video, so I will not go in details right now, right here. I will just forward you to go and watch all of these tutorial guides.
Enemy fires burn through our
Very
shields.
beautiful design of the
Assessing
ship.
hull damage.
And
Not optimal, my lord.
take care of it.
He's a little bit weak though. And you may notice that he also has activated ability or deactivated ability. If you don't need him to be careful, you can always activate absolutely all of the abilities for the companion's current role and they will perform everything according to BioWare's artificial
Main
intelligence.
thrusters are hit.
coding.
Even if we get the power back online, the situation may not be salvageable.
I did not ask for your assessment. Speak only if you have an update, or you will lose your tongue.
Yes, my lord. My most apologies.
Enough.
You can tell there is a Dark Sith Lord present next to me. He keeps giving orders and he keeps threatening all kinds of people around him.
Detecting multiple hostile forces approaching the bridge. Setting up barricades.
Hold your ground, or die trying.
We will not lose this position. I swear on my life.
Hold your ground or die trying. The best example for a Sith Lord. This is kind of the first boss, not really a challenge, at least not for a half decently geared player. I would imagine this droid could be even remotely a challenge or a hard to kill with a very poorly quest geared character.
The power core is strained to the breaking point. We can recharge the shields, but they still won't last long.
The hyperdrive has been completely burnt out.
Enemies on the bridge. Repeat, enemies on the...
There are rudimentary backup controls here, but the enemy ships have us surrounded. We have few options left.
Then we save as many lives as we can.
Attention. Shields are failing, and the enemy has us surrounded. Evacuate now while you still can.
The details on the new cinematics are incredible. And I'm very proud to be able to present that to you guys in very high quality, very good resolution, bitrate and frame rate.
You've awakened. I trust you can walk.
What is this place?
My flagship. You've arrived at the heart of our empire. Come along.
What empire have we entered?
The Eternal Empire. Zakul. You didn't even know whose territory you were invading.
We didn't invade anything. We were looking for someone.
In an armed warship.
We weren't looking for a friend.
What do you hope to achieve by taking us prisoner?
I have questions. You will provide the answers.
We will tell you nothing.
You won't have to speak to give me the answers I need.
Prince Arcann, final docking sequence initiated.
We recovered the records from your ship's computers, or what was left of them. Fascinating reading. You Jedi are quite influential. To think that you alone could alter the tide of a war at that scale. Impressive.
I sense that you also have a strong connection to the Force.
I suspect we have more than that in common.
Prince Arcann?
Heskel. Still waiting for the catastrophe that you and your scions foretold.
You may close your ears to the whispers of fate, my prince, but they cannot be silenced.
I wonder if silencing you might suffice. Take your superstitions elsewhere, Heskel. You are not needed here.
Your followers don't seem to be as sure of your invincibility as you are.
Unimportant relics with unfounded beliefs. Don't be swayed by their nonsense.
Is this why you brought us? To hear you bicker with soothsayers?
Come along.
You're taking us to your master.
I'm taking you to my father, Valkorion, the immortal Emperor of Zakul.
An emperor. Just what we were searching for.
You will not find what you wanted here.
He shouldn't be so certain. And I'm going to wait a little bit and let those guys walk ahead, because I want to read this lore update to you guys. The Eternal Empire. The Eternal Empire of Zakul is a totalitarian dictatorship under the immortal Emperor. Citizens don't merely obey the Emperor, they view him as their timeless guide and protector. By trusting him with all political and military power, they can focus on higher learning and the finer aspects of civilized society. All citizens receive a monthly stipend of credits and resources such as food and fuel. Compared to the rest of the galaxy, the average Zakulan would be a member of the upper class and want for nothing. They are an idealistic people, scientists, artistic and philosophers who look down on the Sith Empire and Republic, disgusted by their warmongering ways. Instilled with Valkorion's arrogance, they believe it is their burden to bring enlightenment to the rest of the galaxy. This is the very short first official briefing of what the Empire of Zakul really is. Because my character is actually in shackles at the moment, being prisoner, he walks extremely funny. I like that moment.
His glorious majesty, immortal master and protector of Zakul, Emperor Valkorion.
Welcome. A new name. A new face. These are not enough to hide from us.
The Sith Emperor. Your presence is unmistakable.
Oh, I think a mistake has been made. But by whom?
A second empire? Even you couldn't have built all of this. There must be another explanation.
You presume limits to my power. There are none.
Your constant silence across our history. This was your distraction?
This was my focus. Everything else, a means to an end. You claim to have come all this way to find me. Here I am. What do you want?
I want you to answer for your crimes. The destruction of Ziost, decades of war between the Republic and the Empire. You caused it all.
The fates of your core worlds and the people on them are of no concern to me. You say you know me. If that is true, then you know the depths of my power. Whatever you hoped to achieve here, you know deep inside that you cannot succeed. But you do not have to stand against me. Instead, you can kneel.
I will never again kneel to you.
You would sooner die than acknowledge my superiority.
It is you who fears death, Valkorion. I do not. I will not kneel.
Everyone out!
Marr actually gave your people real leadership. More than you ever did for them.
He was narrow-minded, bound by irrelevant ancient dogma. But I think you are different. In all my centuries, you alone have merited my full attention. You leave your mark upon the galaxy wherever you act, just as I do. Look around you. Zakul is poised to become the greatest civilization in the history of the galaxy. I have forged this empire to surmount all of my previous works, to span eternity. The Eternal Throne commands a fleet more vast than any ever built. It has the power to reshape the galaxy into any image that I choose. That we choose. I will share all of this with you, if you will only kneel.
And here is the biggest question so far. It's not about light side or dark side choice, you just have to accept or not accept. I have accepted it with my first playthrough of the Sith Marauder, so obviously VULKK is never going to kneel before anyone.
Share? You don't share anything. You enslave, you devour. I will never be a part of that.
So be it.
You came here to defeat him. This is your chance.
First your brother, now your father.
Does my ambition truly surprise you?
You do not have ambition, only jealousy. That is why you fail.
This is for all of the people you forced to suffer and die.
So be it.
The Outlander has assassinated our Emperor. Take him away.
People of Zakul, the unthinkable has happened. Our beloved Emperor, Valkorion, is dead. Murdered by an Outlander who sought to shake the foundations of our great society.
The assassin will receive swift and just punishment. And this act of unprovoked aggression will be answered. As your new Emperor, I can promise you this. Zakul's enemies will face the full power of the Eternal Throne. They will answer for their war-mongering ways. And every last one of the core worlds will burn.
This, my friends, was the end of the first chapter. I will see you in chapter 2 when we are about to dream something. VULKK has just been frozen in carbonite, and the second chapter will tell us what his dreams are about. The choices, kneel or not kneel, are definitely different, but just like with any other choice in this game, it's a fake option because there has some MMO boundaries that BioWare is not able to break that easily. So I don't want to spoil any more for you, but if you haven't seen or experienced yourself the other version, when you kneel before Valkorion, check out my playthrough with the Sith Warrior character code Skorks. There should be a link here somewhere. Thank you for enjoying this video together with me, and we'll see you in the next one for chapter 2.